Morgan, the Next Advenger, by Dylan's Little Hobbies. Chapter 1. A bell rings. School's in session. A man calls out, "Please sit down, class." The man quickly looks over a desk of papers and grabs a tablet, then walks into the mid of the stage. He looks up towards his audience. "Attendants, please call your name if you are here." Jonathan Rooker. Here, a guy says from the back. Sean Cast, the guy in the front. Rao waves his hand. Here, he says with a sigh. Line of words, the teacher calls out. A girl looks up from her purse. "Yes, I'm here." The class seems sent full 20 students in all. The teacher calls out all names and gets to the last one. Morgan Stark. The air is quiet. Morgan Stark. The door in the back room slams open. A girl with great brown hair, brown eyes, and an average but beautiful smile awkwardly runs in. A big tall old man slams the door behind her, trying to push the pulpit seat back. "Here," Morgan says nervously. "Lady Aging Stark," the teacher says. "You're supposed to be here by the bell." He canoes as he turns around. "Mercast, it wasn't my fault this time. They just fined me, and no excuses. Miss Stark, being the most famous person on earth does not excuse you from attending college. Now sit down and have your butler leave." But butler, the old man said. Morgan smirks as she sits down. "Happy, go and keep the car running for me." Happy, annoyed with the butler coming, walks down the steps and exits the back door. You can hear a large army footsteps walk away from the door, disappointed in the fact they didn't get an interview. "Okay, class," Marquez says as he waves his hand, pulling up holographic streams up on everyone's desk and in front of him. "Now you have 1 hour to put together a working example of a fourth dimension X is moving through space. On your screens you may leave when you accomplish this, and no notes. Hopefully you studied," Marquez says while looking at all the class. They all quickly start working on their projects, flying hands through the holograms. 10 minutes pass by. Some people are struggling with the concepts. They have their heads down in frustration. Thumbs up. Some are looking intensely at their work, trying to figure out the puzzle. Morgan quickly calls out, "All right, done." She smiles big. Marquez, sitting at his desk, looks up from his tablet. He, unimpressed with her work, waves his hand, giving the oath to leave the room. Morgan giggles a little and heads to the door. A girl from behind her gives her a dirty look and slides over to one of her friends. She thinks she's so smart. "How annoying," she whispers to her friend. Morgan turns around, almost at the door. "You know, Erica, just a tip. We're in college alone. Gossip is kind of a high school thing." Erica snarls at her. "And if you want to say stuff behind my back, why don't you make sure I can't hear it?" Morgan glares at her. "That's enough," Marquez calls out and stands up from his chair. He stares at Morgan, unimpressed. "Your work is done for today, Miss Stark, and like always you pass. Now leave my other students alone." He then turns around. "Kept your personal rivalry out of my classroom." Some of the other students laughed a little while, others just smirked. Morgan heads out the door. She quickly calls on her phone, Happy, to start the car. The car is parked in front of a large statue. Done already, Happy says, a bit surprised. "Well, it's just way too easy," she says as she gets in the back of the car. "Did you get the stuff?" she says in an annoyed tone. Happy hands her a Burger King bag. "What's got you so? I thought you were in a good mood." Happy replies, "Sure, I'm in a good mood," she says. "I'm always in a good mood, putting on the same act I've put on since I was a kid, Happy." Nego before they shows up. As they leave the school, I go read Stark Academy and the large statue of Tony Stark with a plate that reads in honor of the fallen hero. Tony Stark. Morgan has been attending the Stark Academy, but always leaves early due to her being too smart. The school was built by a California state as Morgan was in high school. Morgan ate a cheeseburger and slumped in her seat, trying to hide from the camera and people on the streets. She drove up to her home, which was her dad's home rebuilt. Thank you for watching. Let me know how you like it so far in comments down below. Subscribe for more fanfic. Chapter 2 coming soon.
Subscribe to Dylan's Little Hobbies right now.